What about the healing? What up, though? What up, though? What up, though, with my peeps? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Cross Watcher. My day ones, my day twos, my new news. Much love to YOU. Thank you for all that you do for me. Thank you for that energy exchange that we go back and forth with. Thank you for rocking with me and being all that I ask, God asks, and ancestors ask, and being true to you and what you represent. All right, so with that, like, share, subscribe, and you know what's up. Hype, hype, hype it up. Okay, I'm gonna get ready to get serious. Let me get serious. Let me stop playing. All right, okay. I'm doing this now, but I probably won't even post it because it's late. I just felt like doing a reading. I've been just going and going and going today. I said, well, I'm just gonna, it's a lot going on, so, but I find myself here. I probably won't post it until tomorrow. So anyway, so you did not get a reading today, and this is your first reading for the day, and I may do a second reading for the day. All right, so let's go. Okay. All right. I don't even know where to begin. That's why. You are, I'm gonna say a different word this time, because I already used this word I was getting ready to say. It's gotta be different. So what word could I use for you? You are, I got a light bulb. Your light is so captivating. You've worked hard to actually get and to actually be comfortable in where you are and who you are at the present moment. It took you a long time to shine your light and be proud of who you are, because every time you shined your light, every time you just let it rip, it was a consequence. You felt like it was a consequence behind it, because as a light worker, a light being, as you shine your light, oh wow. Hold on a minute. That was a long pause. I have no idea where I was at, but I do know that I was talking to you about your light, and I was telling you that your light, because I got see, I'm getting the word phenomenal, brilliant, but that's not it. That's not it. Oh, okay. So I don't know where I'm at. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to start over. I don't even know the word that I used for your light. Your light is bright. Hold on, let me see where I was at. Okay. I was saying you had gotten to the point, I'm talking to the collective, that have learned at the point now in your journey, you are appreciative. You are standing strong in your light, what you represent, how you look, how your light look. But before you can get there, you went through a lot of changes, because you went through a phase where you felt like whenever you shined your light, whenever you allowed your light to shine, whenever you just let it go and let it rip and just, just be, and just be unapologetic, jetic, on all oh my God, non-apologetic, jetic. Okay, y'all already know what that's about. So when you were like that, that's where you are now. But before you got where you were, you felt like when you would shine your light, it was a consequence behind it. When you shined your light, it was always a negative connotation with it. It was always something negative behind it, where there's a negative look, whether people came at you, whether people, you would go to the store, wherever you would go, wherever you do, and you just being, and you just shining, and you're positive, and you have that positive energy, that glow, and you would get a backbite. You would go to the store, wherever you go, you'll have the clerk snapping at you, and the clerk is snatching your money. You have something over the top to let you know, or to try to make you feel unappreciated, not to feel appreciated for what you were given, that light. Or it was something negative, a negative connotation, or wherever you went, you being positive, and somebody was always nasty, or something was that happened, and it got to a point where you start to realize, or you start to, and this is for somebody specific, this is a specific collective that I'm talking to, because everybody didn't have this experience, but a lot of light workers do. It takes a while, because the point of the negativity is for you to go back into your shell, for you not to shine, for you, because when you do shine, it's bright, it's unique, it's beautiful, it's right there in people's face. And remember, when you shine, you are shining a reflection. You are shining a reflection. So if somebody is running from themselves and they don't want to see themselves, and they got this bright light, that when they look, it's a reflection for them, and they running, the first thing you're going to get is projection. First thing you're going to get is stop, block, I don't want to see it, nastiness right there in your face. And so a lot of light workers, a lot of light beings, when they was coming up and being confident and everything else, they would go back in their shell. They would go back. They would hide themselves, because every time it was always a problem, a situation for them just being themselves. And all of that negativity, projection, and nastiness, and all those things in your face, and trying to make you feel inferior, try to make you feel like you're not good enough, or you're different, or you are something is wrong with you, you weird, because you're not like us, or you not like society. You stand out, you stand alone. But in maturity, you learned that uniqueness, that beautifulness about yourself, that it was a good thing. It wasn't anything negative like they were projecting. It's to the contrary. It's, you are unique, you are different, and there's nothing wrong with that. When you shine your light and just be, that's a good thing. That's a beautiful thing. That's what you were meant to come here to do. But through it all, that was a learning curve. You had to learn that. That's all. Light workers don't just come on the earth and we just lighten it up, lifting it up, brighten it up. Because as you lift up, brighten it up, and looking it up, and you doing all this, you're getting attack, bam, bam, hit, block. Every time you lift up, you got somebody ready to block, ready to come in and hit you. But as you grow and as you mature, you already know what time it is. So as they come in, blocking, trying to stop, you know how to turn and maneuver. You know how to do your thing. Some of you got to dance with it. Some of you dance with it, you rock with it, you roll with it. You do what you do. Because it ain't nothing but a dance. It ain't nothing but a dance. They play, you rock and roll. They come in for it. You dodge. They come on again. You dodge. It's a dance move. It's a body move. It's a boxing move. It's a boxing match. But at the same time, all of those things were learned. And now that where you stand, you standing tall. Because it has gotten to, you had to learn that is what you came down here to do, was to light it up. Let it rip. If they don't like it, oh well. When you walk in the store and you get that attitude, you go and look. Because it's not what you don't have to open up your mouth. You don't have to say anything. It's in the look. Who and what? Who you talking to? Who and what? You ain't got to do all that. You have learned. And what you've learned, can't nobody take that away from you. They try to come against your finances, come against your body, your mind, your spirit, your face, your beauty. They try to come against you, your relationships. They try to come in for the KILL. To try to hurt, to try to harm, and as this card say, to interfere, to hinder, or to block. But the moral to this story, you have been there, you've done that already, and you have already learned a lesson. And so it's nothing else to learn with this particular person. This particular situation. See, you've learned what you can learn from this person. You already know the story. Whenever the energy come in your field, you already know they ain't right, they not gonna get right, and they ain't interested in getting right. So if they not interested and they not trying to get right, all they want to do is interfere, intrude, hinder, and block you. When that energy come, you don't even entertain it. You go into what? Rocking, rolling, boxing. You go in doing your thing. See, because these type of people not gonna stop. So what you've learned to do is you learn to rock and roll with them. It's a dancing move for you. That's why every time they come looking for you, now you minding your own business. I'm not talking to people who is going to people's pages, going to these people pages and wondering about them, wondering about what they doing. I ain't talking to you. You still got some learning to do. Because if you're going on people pages that's trying to interfere, block, intrude, and hinder your life, and you give them any ounce of your time, your attention, then you still got some things to learn. You ain't learned that full move. You ain't did the Cabbage Patch yet. You ain't done the Running Man. You ain't done you ain't got the moves all the way down. You still got to learn some dance moves. So they may be hitting you. You ain't got that boxing move together. They ain't hit you in your lip and hit you and jabbed you and got you a couple of times, because you ain't learned if you going looking that way. Because ain't nothing these people got for you. They ain't got no love for you. They don't like you. They don't want you to succeed. Anything you got going on, they want to put a monkey wrench in that thing. Why in the world would you go look at that and be entertained at that? They have nothing to give. Your light, even if you go take yourself back and look at that person, you still giving them a little bit of your light. They don't even deserve that. For those of you that's wondering about these people, leave these people alone. And that's just a tiny few fraction. This might be somebody new that's coming, that may come. Somebody just running by. Because my collective, not interested. This is old news. This person is in chaotic energy. How many times we got to be told that? We already know. Hold on a second. It's cold. Okay, so they in chaotic energy, right? So with this, how many times we got to hear? But this is how you know who you dealing with. When this particular person is always in chaotic energy, always want to cause chaos in your life, is because they're chaos. They want you to feel what they feel. They want you to go through what they go through. They want to switch the roles. They want everything to reverse. They want your life. They want what they think your life is. They want what you got. But they want you to receive what they got. What they call destiny swap. But this person here is living in chaos. Their life is very chaotic, confused, memory gone, can't remember one thing, can't remember to the point they do not know what's real or what is not, what's not in reality. They remember you. They remember how you made them feel. They remember certain things. But what they remember about you as well, it's not really the truth. It's not really in reality. It's not the full truth. It's their truth. So you're dealing with someone that is not even, they're not even, it's not what they feel and what they want from you. It's not real. It's not something that can even happen. It's not something that's real. It can't happen. How they think, what's in their mindset concerning you, it's not real, and it's not going to happen, which causes further chaos, further confusion, because they don't know what actually really happened versus what you said happened. They know how they feel, what they think happened. But if they were to talk to you, it would be totally different. Because this particular situation has grown into something that is it's non-existent. You can't even fix you. If you wanted to fix this, you couldn't be able to fix it, because this person perception of you is totally off. You are not who they say you are, because they're not willing to accept or willing to acknowledge you for who they see you are, who you say you are, and who they see with their own eyes that you are. But when they see with their own eyes that what you say you are, they try to downgrade, diminish, try to taint it, try to downgrade, or try to minimize it to be something less than. This is pertaining to your spiritual gifts. This person is mad and going mad because of your spiritual gifts. See, when you first started opening up and sharing, when you first start, they knew it was something different about you because of how in the beginning how you made them feel. Nobody in their life has ever made them feel accepted, wanted, heard. You heard them. You accepted them for who they say they was. You accepted them. You talked to them. You knew they were different. They were not like you. You knew they were not like you, but you still accepted them. Because that was not, them being like you was not a criteria. You accepted them the way how they came out, how they presented themselves. You accepted them that way. They had never had that. So you come along, you gave it to them, and they used and abused it, or they wanted to possess it. They didn't want you to be around other people. They didn't want you to like other people. They didn't want you to be in other relationships, friendships. They wanted you for themselves. They wanted to possess you for themselves, because you were the only one who saw them. You were the only one who heard them, and you're the only one who allowed them to be them and did not judge them. They did not feel judged until you left them. When you left them and went on about your business, where you were forced to leave them, because when you found out how they truly felt about you, the relationship changed. When you first met them, it was one thing, but during the friendship, during the relationship, during the marriage, during the the brotherhood, the sisterhood. Something, the dynamics changed, and you tried to work with them, but it kept getting weird. They kept wanting more and more of you, and you were not willing to do that. That is not what, like, if you were married to someone, this person was smothering you. They were smothering you, and you couldn't go nowhere, and you couldn't call nobody. You couldn't, that kind of stuff. Possessiveness. If you was in a friendship, the friendship got weird, and it was just a friendship, and even if it was they was the same sex, and it was just a friendship, it wasn't anything other than that. The relationship got weird, and then they wanted to possess and control you. They didn't want you to be with no other friends. They didn't want you to have no other friends. They just wanted you to be with them, and they wanted to flip and dip and manipulate it and make it to be something that it wasn't. Even if it was a brotherhood and a sisterhood, same thing. And so when you didn't give whoever this person, when you didn't give them what they wanted, then the relationship, friendship, whatever, didn't change to what they wanted. Then the whole dynamics changed in the background. They turned to be your enemy. The very one that accepted them and loved them for who they are, didn't judge them. Then they were hating on you. Then they would talk about you, tell all your personal business, the stuff you shared with them, tell other people, lie on you, slander your name, just because you were being you and they were not. You were being true and authentic and they were not. And got mad with you. Because at the time, you were just branching off. You were just learning and accepting and trying to go through your journey of who you really are, you're experiencing your gifts, your talents, abilities, what you wanted to do and how to choose and what was going on with you. But this person wanted you to stay stuck, stay karmic, stay with them, trauma bond with them. Don't go nowhere. This where you need to be, right here with me. No, that's not a friend. That's not a lover. That's not a husband. That's not a wife. Why would you want that person to stay with you? And you traumatized, they traumatized. Why would you want to keep being in that? No, let's break from this and let's grow and let's move on to something better, bigger and better things in life. Let's hold each other accountable. Let's work together. But you can't work together with people like this. People like this will suck you dry. Because they know if they suck you dry, you don't have no energy to do anything else. You'll never try to rise above and you don't have no energy. They got all the energy. But you learned that. And this person now, you are doing your thing. You've learned the lesson and you're not backing down. You don't care. You shine your light. You do your dance. They trying to throw this way. You go this way. They try to jab this way. You maneuver and you go this way. Some of you moving. They do a move, a dance move. And you stand and you wait for them to get done. And then you go off and you do your dance. Y'all do a dance battle. Whatever way you do your thing, you ready for them. And they fighting mad. They fighting mad because you're not allowing them to take you to a low valley. You ready. See, it used to get under your skin. You used to get frustrated because you want to be left alone. You want them to go ahead, but you already know they're not going to do that. So when they move, you move. Whatever way you want to do your thing, you want to do a dance battle, we can do a dance battle. You do yours, and then I'm going to battle with you, and I'm going to do mine, and we're going to come out and see who going to bust that move. You want to do a boxing match? Well, come on. Let's do our first round. How many rounds can you hold out? See, they doing the boxing matching with you. They battling with you, boxing with you. Because they think that they're going to be able to knock you out. But you ain't knocked out yet. You ain't knocked out yet. They may have jabbed you a little bit, hit you. But every hit, you come out stronger. Every battle, dance move, you always study up your thing, up your game, and come out with a different dance move. And it blows their mind. Every boxing round, you let them tire their own self out. Spiritual attack, rituals, spiritual attack, gossip, slander. Let me throw projection. Let me go on and get them dreams going. SEX dreams. Coming at you. And what you do? You be ready for them. You be ready for them. And I'm telling you, these people are mad. They are mad about your spiritual gifts, because your spiritual gifts is what I'm talking about. To be able to go around and boxing, that's a spiritual attack. They're constantly attacking you, but you keep out smarting, you keep out maneuvering, you keep moving, you keep grooving, you keep growing. Your dance move, you bust a move, all that slander, all that lying on you, backbiting on you, telling all your business, running you down. Oh, all the hateful talking and cursing and all of that. They bust all that. They bust those grooves and talk about your business and run you down. You be like, that's all you got? That's all you got? You finished? Okay, let me go on and do my running man. Let me get my groove on. I can take it all the way back. I can take it all the way front. Which way you want to do? Let me get ready. You wait. And then you already know, you got in your head what your dance move gonna be. And when you get done, they mesmerized. How did you come up with that? That means that slander, that stuff that they talking about, it don't faze you. Even the things they talk about your kids, they talk about it. There's lies. You don't even be fazed. You already know what time it is. And they are dumbfounded and be dumbfounded and confused. Because what they thought, the way you used to be, they thought that they'll be able to do this, say that, do that. And you will go to slapping your gums and cussing and bucking back. And then what they got at the end of the day, after you do all of that, they got your energy. You already know what time it is, so you don't even entertain it. It ain't true, so why am I gonna get mad about it? And what business you told and what lie you told, it don't matter either. Because what business you told, that's old news. That ain't me no more. So I don't have to entertain that. That's old news. That's who I used to be. I don't even roll like that no more. So that's old stuff. Why would I be arguing about that? You tell it. You tell it. You do what you want to do. Because that's old stuff. That's the old me. So you tell people about the old me so they could come see the real me. The upgrade. Yeah. So you go ahead and do that. So that's what that's about. That's the move that you do. You come and bust. You go from all the way to the Running Man, all the way up to whatever new dance moves they got out. You don't even know the name. You just be doing whatever your body tell you to do at the point of time. And when you get done, they be like, oh wow, this stuff must be real. Stuff must be true. Because ain't no way that this didn't work. That I was able to do this and she didn't say nothing. He didn't say nothing. He didn't come out. He didn't bust me in the mouth. He didn't cut my tires. He didn't slash my tires. He didn't do my windshields. Smash my windows. He didn't go out all out right and do what she didn't do all that stuff she used to do. She was cool, calm, and collected throughout the whole thing. What didn't happen here? Confused, mad, bewildered. Because through it all, your personality, the way you carry yourself, it's totally, totally different. They don't know how to read you. They don't know how to get you. They don't know what is what because they don't know who you are at this point in time. They will not accept, they will not acknowledge this new you because this new you is nothing like them. And they can't accept what you are and what you represent because it's far from them. It's up here and it makes them look like they are way out of your league. And it's not even about that. You are where you are. I am where I am. I'm going about my business. You mind your business. And then everything will be all right. Everybody will be where they need to be. But they can't do that. So at the end of the day, they mad, they confused, they hurt, they bewildered. They are stuck in this darkness, this confusion, this all around circle and confusion all by themselves because they can't disturb your light. They can't stop your light. They can't block your light. They can't do nothing with you. Because at the end of the day, you're going to outmaneuver, you're going to outsmart, you're going to return that mess, and you're going to be blessed. I got to go. It's almost 40 minutes. Y'all not going to watch this all the way through. If you watch this all the way through, put in the comments, I watched all of it and loved it. I watched all of it and loved it so I can know who watched this whole video. All right, I'm going to go. So, if you resonated with this, like, share, subscribe, and you already know, hype it up, all right? So, with that, I love you guys. All right, sending you love and sending you healing. Trinity is